Hi everyone, I'm Maddie. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a tutor here at Uplevel Academy, and in this little video I'm just going to explain to you what we mean when we say breaking down a quote. So you've probably heard this term a lot and we say it a lot. So in this video we're going to think about what we actually mean by breaking down a quote, and I'm also going to give you some top tips on how to effectively break down those quotes. So number one is a really quick, simple tip, and that is just to take in a highlighter into the exam or into your classroom, or if you're just doing homework, and whatever you're doing, make sure you have a highlighter with you. Now, I know this can seem like a really simple tip that might actually not do anything, but if you have a highlighter and you're reading through a text or you're reading through a poem, you can use that highlighter to show the things which stand out to you. And those are things that you've highlighted can then be your quote in your response. So it's helping you along with the planning process, it's helping you along with understanding the question and thinking about what relates back to the question. And what also stands out and relates to you as a reader is making you get halfway there and breaking down that quote. Once you have those highlighted quotes, you can take them out, maybe write them down separately, or if you have enough space, just use it on the paper and start to think about, why has this stood out to you? Is there a particular technique which has stood out to you? Is it an example of alliteration? Does it create an interesting image in your mind? Is it a phrase which has been repeated a few times? Anything like that, thinking about those questions, why has this stood out to you? Because this is showing you how they've done the quote. So you've gone two steps so far. You've got the what, you're thinking about what quotes you're going to use, and then you've also got your how, thinking about how the writer has made this quote stand out to you. What is interesting about this quote? How has the writer used the techniques? Then you can start making some bullet points on those, adding this to your plan, thinking about what's effective about the quote. Is there, as I was saying, is there alliteration, an image, whatever it is, you can start noting that down in your plan. Then finally, you can think about the effects of these techniques on the reader. When you read it, why did it stand out to you? Did it shock you? Did it invoke a lot of empathy or sympathy in the reader or the audience? And thinking about that effect on the reader. And once you've got that idea, you've taken this argument a little step further and developing it even more, because you're taking it you've looked at your what is the quote, you've looked at how the techniques have been used, and now you're beginning to consider why the writer has done this. Why have they wanted to create this effect in the reader, this effect on the reader? This can also help you think about the writer's purpose, which again is something we talk about a lot. Why does the writer want you to feel connected to the character? Why does the writer want you to feel empathy? It can help you really develop and build your argument, and also link back to your question nicely. If your question is talking about how does this engage the reader, or how does Shakespeare present the theme of ambition in Macbeth, for example, any question, thinking about the effect on the reader helps you think to the writer's purpose, which of course helps you link back to the question, because the question is always going to be about something the writer has done. So again, making sure you note down all these ideas too. So now what you have is how and why, as well as your chosen quotes. So now you can go into writing that up, and you have a fully developed, really interesting analytical response that is considering what techniques have been used, what are the effects of these techniques, and why has the writer done this. So this is what we mean by breaking down a quote. It's actually quite a long process, but if you use the highlighter and go in, you can note these down quickly and get used to looking at the techniques and thinking about the effects of the techniques. Then it won't take you very long, and also it is completely worth the time in the practice, because it can create a really developed, interesting argument and response to the question. Okay, I really hope this is useful. It's something I'm happy to discuss with any of you at any point, and yeah, I hope this helps you break down quotes in the future.